Don't forget to check out and grab your copy of our 2 newly released books, Football: A Love Story and What Did Football Teach Me? These books feature over 100 stories from current and former coaches, players, executives, and entertainers from across the football landscape, describing what got them involved in the game, what they love about it, and what life lessons the game taught them. You can find your copy or order your copy from our website at footballgameplan.com/books.
What we do here is go back.
Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our 2016 NFL Draft Grades video for the San Francisco 49ers. We're going to take a look at all of their draft selections as well as some undrafted free agents that you want to keep an eye on.
The 49ers had 11 picks in this year's draft, and a lot of the focus was in the trenches on both sides of the ball and also in the secondary. Defensive end DeForest Buckner out of Oregon should step in and start from day one, and he'll be paired up once again with former Duck and last year's first-round pick Eric Armstead along the defensive line. Both John Theus and Fon Cooper help strengthen the depth along the offensive line, and cornerbacks Will Redmond, Rashad Robinson, and Prince Charles Awara add length and athleticism on the perimeter in the secondary. They also drafted Jeff Driscoll, who's a tremendous athlete that looked like a totally different quarterback this past season at Louisiana Tech as opposed to what he looked like at Florida. And if we're being honest, he's already better, in my opinion, than Blaine Gabbert and should push for that number 2 spot behind Colin Kaepernick. I'm a big fan of Joshua Garrett out of Stanford. I didn't mind that the 49ers moved back into the first round to grab him. He's an athletic run blocker that's very good in pass protection as well and should start from day one. Defensive end Ronald Blair out of Appalachian State brings more juice coming off the edge. At 6'3", 284, he also gives them options if they want to kick him down inside in obvious passing situations. Running back Kelvin Taylor out of Florida was good value at this juncture of the draft. I think his best football is ahead of him, and Taylor is capable in every facet of the game and will push Mike Davis for that number 2 spot, or at least take some carries away from Davis in the running game. Wide receiver Aaron Burbridge out of Michigan State was one of the more underrated receivers in college football, and while his game isn't flashy, it is dependable, and Burbridge runs great routes and has excellent hands, and he'll be hard-pressed to keep off the field this season. Not a lot of slots for undrafted free agents this year for the San Francisco 49ers, but one to definitely keep an eye on is Devin Kajus out of Stanford. What he lacks in speed, he's able to make up for it with his ability to make the contested catch anywhere on the football field. I think he's ideally suited to be an inside F receiver, which is a pseudo H-back role where I think he can thrive in his offense. I gave the Niners a B- for this draft. As much as I liked the Garrett selection, I thought the Niners could have used a standout wide receiver like Tyler Boyd, Leonte Carroo, or even Braxton Miller. However, you have to like the Garrett selection and the rest of the picks along both sides of the line of scrimmage, which is why the grade didn't drop much. As usual, the 49ers added tremendous depth throughout their squad.